I've recently become a little bit obsessed with old-timey insults, so kick-ass facts, old-timey insults. Pew, 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 pew! You may or may not remember, but Kim Jong-un called Donald Trump a dotard, or dotard. Tomato, tomato. What is that exactly? The term goes back to the 1300s and means someone who is in their dotage. Don't use the word in the definition of the word. What is dotage? A period of life in when a person is old and weak. That hit close to home. It's also defined as a state of, or period of senile decay marked by decline of mental poise and alertness. So a dotard is an old person, especially one who has become physically weak or whose mental faculties have declined. Mumpsimus. Mumpsimus. A person who obstinately adheres to unreasonable customs or notions. It's suggested that the etymology of mumpsimus goes back to an illiterate priest who mistakenly used the term in place of the Latin word sumpsimus during a mass, but refused to correct himself even after the error was pointed out. We had a different word for that in my house. What was it? Dad. Snout band. From the 1800s, someone who is forever interrupting conversations to correct or contradict. The medlar is a type of hard-skinned fruit with a gaping open apex. I've been called worse by better people. And the only time it's soft enough to eat is when it's on the verge of going bad. So it was often associated with rottenness and showed up in insulting references to prostitution, genitals, and rear ends. The next word on our list has become associated with politicians, but it didn't originally start that way. Think of a politician when you hear this. Snollygoster is a fellow who wants office regardless of party, platform, or principles, and who, whenever he wins, gets there by sheer force of monumental tochnophical assumancy. What? Those aren't real words. We know they're not real words. The politician being described is one who has no qualification except his incredible ability to fool people by using impressive, multisyllabic words that make him sound erudite, when in fact they mean nothing, which is what tochnophical assumancy means. That's harder to say than you think it is. Try it. Sack of wine dates back to the Iliad by Homer, and it is the old-timey equivalent of dumb as a bag of rocks or a bag of hammers. Slumgullion. The next time you're in a restaurant and you want to return your food because it's been totally poorly made, say, I'm not going to eat this slumgullion, because even though the word has gone through some changes in its lifespan, today it means an unappetizing or cheaply made stew. Druxy. Usually referring to wood or timber having decayed spots in the heartwood, but it was once used to describe people who may seem good on the outside but are rotten within. Fopdoodle, an insignificant fool or stupid person, a simpleton. Gormless, lacking intelligence, stupid, lacking sense or initiative, foolish. Lots of word for foolishness back in the day.